Hi Libra, how are we today? Just doing our weekly reading. This week we are sort of watching whatever needs to sort of come out, whatever needs to be known by you, sort of seeing what comes out once again. We will be having the shadow work reading on Thursday, so keep an eye out for that one. So I really feel as though this week's readings are just sort of clearing out any residual sort of energy from the month, so that we can sort of start working on that shadow work and then start looking forward into the next month, just looking at some residual clearing for a lot of you, I feel, at the moment. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Do like and leave a comment. Let me know if the readings are resonating for you. This week I've got the Yin Yang Oracle. I also have the Mystic Martian Oracle and Love Oracle, the Romance Angels deck. And the main deck we're using, we have the Jester Lenormand, okay, for all our juicy details and clarifications. All right, so going to get started for you, Libra, with the Yin Yang Oracle and see what's coming out for you this week. Libra, what's going on for Libra? What does Libra need to know about, please? What is going on for our Libra? What does Libra need to know about, please? Wow, that's really interesting, Libra. Look how big this deck is, guys. There's something, it's like 70 odd cards in this deck. It doesn't tell me, I don't know. It doesn't tell me the exact amount. 80 cards in this deck. And all three I've just drawn out for you are planet cards. I find that really interesting. It feels significant. Libra, if you haven't done your charts, it may be a really good time for you to be looking at your charts and looking at where all your planets are and looking at how each planet affects your life. And there may just be something astrologically going on that's affecting you at the moment. And I would advise, Libra, that if you haven't checked your charts, to do so. It's pretty easy. It's in my personal opinion, the main ones you have to sort of think about, we've got your sun, which is, the main one, obviously, but then your moon and your rising are very heavily important, especially coming up to a full moon. Your moon sign really does shine through very strongly around the full moons. Your Venus sign is important when it comes to love connections. And each planet does have different things that are quite important and impact your life in different ways. We all hear about Mercury retrograde, right? But all the planets go into retrogrades. And so I feel like there may be a retrograde that's impacting you at the moment. I don't even know what retrogrades are happening at the moment. I think Pluto may be one of them. We've just come out of a Mercury retrograde, and I think Pluto is currently in retrograde. Oh no, I'm getting myself confused. Pluto's in Capricorn, I think, at the moment. Yeah, it's kind of gone back into a different... Anyway, so there's, it just feels like there's something important about that. And the three that I'm getting come up are not necessarily hugely important ones. They're some of the lesser known planetary positions here. So we have Mars, we have Pluto, and we have Mercury. Okay, so they do hold their own information, just as that. But I am just sort of intuitively feeling that there may be something planetary or astrologically going on that's affecting you at the moment, Libra. So it may pay for you to check out your charts and see what your significant planets are and elements are. Okay. Mars, we've got attraction. That's a very hot energy. It's a very, desirous, hot energy. We all know Mars is the red planet, right? So it does hold a lot of heat, and it does, inspire passion and desire and attraction. I do feel as though for a lot of you, this is a magnetic kind of attraction to, it's not feeling necessarily like a person. It's kind of like a magnetic desire towards something in your life here. I will clarify in a moment. The Pluto is all about transformation. It's transformative energy, changing one thing into another. So we do see that desire, that passion is probably inspiring you to make some changes in your life. And then we do have Mercury, which is the ruler of communication, travel and messages, also coming up on that particular card. So with this transformation, there is coming a lot of messages from yourself, messages about where you want to go in the future, traveling. Maybe, travel doesn't always necessarily talk about physical travel. I do feel for a lot of you, this is transforming, where you want to be in your life. I'm just kind of getting that straight up from that, but we'll have a look with the Lenormand and see if we can, get a little bit more detail about that for you here, Libra. Mars, Pluto, Mercury for Libra. What's going on here for Libra, please? Why transformation? Clarify this message, please. Yeah. Okay, so we definitely said, when I've said why the transformation, and then we get the transformation card, the coffin energy here, which is, death and rebirth, ending certain things in your life that you're just not passionate about. You're not having that instinctual attraction for those things in your life anymore. I feel like at some point you may have, but you're deciding to close out those cycles, and it does feel like a big cycle here for you, Libra, with that transformation energy straight in the middle. We do have the house and the dog coming through here. So I feel like for a lot of you, this is, like the house is all about stability and security and not making moves. And I feel like that's what we're ending, where, you've been very loyal and trusting of the stability and the security in your life, and the no movement. You've been kind of very, but it's kind of like you're coming to this transformative energy where you can't handle it anymore. You need movement, you need action in your life, and you're, all of a sudden your loyalty to, the home and staying put and not changing things in your life, all of a sudden you're like, no, I can't deal. I can't do this anymore. I can't handle this anymore. Like, at one point, this stability was what I needed and wanted, but I need to start some sort of new adventure here, because we do have, the child coming through as well. So, your loyalties are, you're kind of realizing that your loyalties have kind of transformed and changed, and your loyalties no longer lie with lack of movement. Things in your life that have lacked movement, your loyalties no longer lie with that, and even though, yeah, it's secure, it's stable, I know I can sort of rely on that, and it's always going to be like that. It feels like it's holding you back, and you're kind of like, yeah, I know it's always going to be the same, it's always going to be like that, but I want change, I want new, I want different. I want to move, I want to get moving. I don't want to be, in the one spot for the rest of my life kind of thing. So for some of you, it definitely could be actual travel, actual, with the house there, it actually could be, changing your living situation somehow. There could be, it could be within friendships for some of you as well. The transformation that you kind of like, you've had very stable, secure friendships, but there's been a lack of change. It's been too stable. Like there's not any evolution or transformation within those friendships, and you're kind of feeling like that may be what I needed, when I met these people, but it's not what I need now. So you are ending some cycles here and transforming, rebirthing into brand new cycles. With the child energy, it's all about adventure, moving into adventure, connecting with a very playful energy and moving forward into a very, it does feel like a very moving kind of energy, like a very movement energy. You're kind of like following what your passions are, what you're attracted to in life here, and it seems like it's making change at the moment is what's attracting you the most. So very, very interesting for you there, Libra. That looks like just a bit of a restless spirit going on there, and wanting to make some moves, wanting to change things in your life, and it's going to be different for everyone within the collective, I feel, but you're really wanting to have new beginnings and have new adventures and try new things, go new places. I feel for a lot of you it's a big period of transformation for you at the moment, Libra. Just within yourself, you're finding yourself more attracted to new and change at the moment, I feel. Okay, Libra, what's going on for Libra at the moment? What does Libra need to know right now, please? Okay, so firstly we have the Anunnaki. Anunnaki? My goodness. Some of the pronunciations, I'm shocking. That's all about controlling drama, conflict of interest. Okay, so once again, with, I did mention it may be, friendships for some of you here. There may just be just a conflict of interest. You want new, you want change. They want to stay the same. You're following your desires. You're following what attracts you in life. They're staying the same. They just want to stay put in that house. They don't want to move. Like there's no movement coming from whatever you're closing the door on here, and we are seeing that represented in that card, that there may just be a conflict of interest, that your interests are on change and evolving and moving in the near future here. And if for some of you, it may even be a conflict of interest within yourself. You're kind of like, well, this has been so stable for so long. It's quite secure for me. I don't know if I'm willing to change. You may be causing a little bit of, conflict within yourself about, fear, what happens if, what happens, but I feel like of ultimately embracing the change and taking on new adventures, new challenges, new beginnings for yourself here, especially with the crop circles card coming through as well. Messages, curiosity, and signs. I feel like a lot of you, your intuition, you're seeing signs that you need to move. You need to move forward. You need to make these changes. It's kind of like everything falling into place around you, telling you, go this way, go this way. I'm just going to pause quickly. I feel like I just heard someone banging on the door. Won't be a second, Libra. Okay, no, that must have been a sign for you. Right as I'm talking about signs and paying attention to things going on around you, was not my door banging. I think it was the wind, to be honest, shaking the glass door. But some sort of sign for you in that. So, it's kind of like, this traveling stuff, this movement is kind of knocking on the door for you, Libra, asking you, are you going to pay attention to, there's things trying to get your attention at the moment, and trusting your intuition is, really going to be the best thing for you at the moment. Okay, but we'll clarify that a little bit as well. Okay, clarify this for Libra, please. What's going on for Libra? Okay, and one more for Libra, please. Okay, so firstly we have the fox and the bear here, Libra, clarifying that. So, that's could be involving that conflict of interest. It is asking you with the fox to, think about yourself first and foremost, protect your own interests first and foremost. The bear does talk about protecting, standing in your own power, standing strong and powerful for yourself, having strong boundaries, between yourself and others that may be trying to control you. With the fox energy there, it's very independent energy. It is very muchly thinking very smartly, very, thinking very, using your brain, using your logic, thinking things through very clearly, and setting very clear boundaries, between things that may be trying to, stir drama for you or create conflict for you. We also do have the birds coming out here as well. So these boundaries may need to, really be shown through conversations, that you may need to have some conversations with people where you are putting up this firm boundary. You are being very smart about what you're saying to these people, with that fox energy. It's very much the energy of not selling yourself short, but also saying what, maybe saying, sometimes the fox energy, it will say what someone wants to hear rather than, saying the full truth, so that, that we can avoid that conflict, because you're needing to put up a firm boundary, but you're also needing to, take other people's boundaries into consideration here. So it's kind of that fine line, having to be, think very carefully about what you're saying, and whether you are, standing in your own power with these conversations, having your own boundaries firm, or and protecting and nurturing. Needs to be at the forefront of your mind as well. Protecting yourself, nurturing yourself, but also, respecting other people's boundaries as well. All right, but we'll have a look at, love and romance for you as well. See if there's anything, popping up for you with love and romance. Libra, what's going on for Libra with love and romance, please? Ooh. It doesn't want to talk about love and romance. We're seeing repeated messages here for you. We have attraction. So that Mars energy, once again, the attraction, it does say you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. But once again, you're following your own passion, your own desire here. You're magnetically attracted to something more for yourself in this life. We also see playfulness, which is what you're attracted to at the moment. Playfulness, to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So you really are, attracted to playfulness, and starting new adventures, and, embracing life with an open heart, I'm hearing as well. We also have calling in your soulmate. Once again, I'm not feeling that this is actually connected to love. This is, your soulmate within yourself. Your true soul purpose, your true soul desires, the soulmate within yourself here. Okay, it does say your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. So, your prayers, meditations, visualizations of, how you can embrace this, how you can attract that playful energy, and call in your, the thing that you are magnetically attracting here. at the moment. But, the way you're communicating this week does feel like it's going to be very important, that you are sort of, that playfulness. You can still be very playful and look towards the future and new beginnings and new adventures, but also still being very respectful. I do feel that does need to be said here, that you are needing to just be careful, to remain respectful, because otherwise we will see that drama, that conflict coming through a little bit stronger for you. Okay, but at the end of the day, I feel like it's all about following your true self and following your true heart here, and finding a way to stand firm in your own self, and communicating that to the people and things around you, that this is what I need to do for myself. This is following my truth and my passion here. So very interesting. This is going to play out so differently for everyone within the collective. So I'd be really intrigued to hear about how that is playing out for you personally. So leave me a comment and let me know how that's resonating in your personal life. Okay, but hopefully I'll see you all again soon.